Yikes, not pretty. Remember this video? Cars slipping and sliding on Fallowfield Avenue in the city's Beechview neighborhood a couple of years back. Well, it stands to reason. With all the hills we have in our area, we do wind up with some pretty steep streets.
That we do, but what's the steepest? The very steepest street around here? It's something Steve McCrae from Beltshoover was curious about.
Yes, definitely. I would like to know that because I've traveled many hills around here and there are some steep ones.
Okay, this turned out to be fascinating because the steepest street in Pittsburgh is also the steepest street in America. And we were like this close to a world record. Driving on Bowstead Street in Beechview, you can tell it's steep, but it's only number 3 on the list of our city's steepest. The second steepest street is this street, Dornbush, here in the East Hills neighborhood. And number 1 on the list is Canton Avenue in Beechview. Beverly Alsbury lives at the top.
No, I never walked up it. I walked down it.
That's probably the right way to go. Dolly Love lives at the bottom.
I don't care what four-wheel drive vehicle you have, you're not getting up there if it's snow covered.
Canton Avenue is so steep, you're not allowed to drive down it. It's so steep.
A lot of people stop and take pictures.
People come to walk up and down it.
They're filming their cars driving up it.
It's famous. This one has become famous.
But the big event each year is the Dirty Dozen Bike Race, where some cyclists conquer Canton, others are, well, conquered by it. Now it's time to bring in Natalia Rudiak. She's the city councilwoman over there.
Everybody talked about it being the steepest street in the world.
You heard right, in the world. But the Guinness Book of World Records lists Baldwin Street in New Zealand as the steepest.
I thought, we could beat them.
So in her free time, Rudiak began filling out world records forms, enlisted some help to measure Canton's slope, and they got a measurement that seemed to be a win.
So when we got this letter, we were absolutely ecstatic. Like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get the world record.
Then came the stumbling block. Turns out the world records folks also require a blueprint of the road. Baldwin Street has a grade of 34.965%, but the blueprint for Canton Avenue showed a grade of 34.783%. Close, but not good enough.
We were heartbroken.
Still, Canton Avenue is very steep, and there was only one thing left to do. Justice Mann has climbed Mount Everest simply because it's there. I challenged Natalia to a race up the mighty Canton Avenue. After a brief warm-up, it was on.
3, 2, 1.
The street, formidable. We battled the brick surface and gravity for that matter. But we pushed on, and in the end, we both conquered Canton.
Almost there. It is a...
Oh, nicely done.
That was awesome.
It was, quit it. It was a tie, and let me tell you, Natalia can run. I was really impressed with her.
And I'm impressed by your athleticism and your green shoes too, by the way. Canton Avenue is recognized as the steepest public street in America. An official title or not, some people do believe it's actually the steepest in the world.